Alright guys, welcome back to a brand new video. So what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to show you guys how we can add a domain name to our DigitalOcean droplet, okay, or our DigitalOcean project. Now, I should also mention that we are using Namecheap. That's where I bought my domain name from. And I'm also using DigitalOcean, but this type of knowledge is interchangeable across literally any providers you use. So let's say, for example, if you use GoDaddy, there's a way where you can actually configure the domain name. Like, so let's say you bought your domain name from GoDaddy. What you can do is you can actually set this up so that you can have the domain name pointing to the name servers for your cloud hosted provider. So for example, we're using DigitalOcean, so we're gonna want to make sure we point our domain name on our registrar, so Namecheap. We want to make sure we point it to custom name servers. So we want to point it to the DigitalOcean name servers. Okay, and here's actually a link that I will make sure to include. I'll actually leave that as a note right over here just in case. And I'll fix up this documentation later anyways. So here's a link that I'll include. It pretty much tells you all the steps. So whatever registrar you use, if you use HostGator, GoDaddy, Namecheap, whatever, okay. The idea is what you want to do is you want to manage the domain name, and you want to basically forward, or not forward, but you want to basically route those name servers that we have for DigitalOcean from the actual domain itself. So those domains will point to these name servers and find the resources from there. Okay, so this is for DigitalOcean. If you're using something like Linode has their own name servers. Okay, so ideally what you do is you would just pretty much go on Namecheap and you would add all of these name servers. So you can see Linode has 5 name servers. DigitalOcean has only 3. Okay, very, very easy stuff. So let's go ahead and get started. So I'm on my Namecheap dashboard right now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and click over here. So by default, it's going to be Namecheap Basic DNS. We're going to go and click on Custom DNS. And we're going to type in the name servers. So it's just ns1.digitalocean.com, ns2, and ns3.digitalocean.com. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and click on the check mark. Save that. Okay. And we're not done yet. So we just successfully applied the name server. What we need to do is we need to go on DigitalOcean and we need to actually configure that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to, I'm going to go to droplets. Actually not droplets. I'll go to engine development. And I'm going to go ahead and add a domain. So actually what I'll do is, let me see. I think for the domain, we really just need to add it to the load balancer because, yeah, we only need to add it to a load balancer. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So you're going to go to networking, you're going to go to domains, and we're going to add a domain. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and type in our domain. So that was literally just ansonfong.io. Okay. And we're going to click add domain. So what's going to happen is whenever the request is made, it's going to look for all of the records. It's going to look for all of the stuff on DigitalOcean's name servers. Okay. So we already have these DNS records already set up already. So if I were to actually, so right now it seems like if I were to actually visit it, nothing should happen. Let me just make sure. And yeah, the reason why is because we haven't actually set up a host name to direct to anything. So let's do that. So let's go ahead and just do @ and let's forward that to the load balancer. So keep in mind, you want to forward it to the load balancer, not the server itself, not the actual droplets. So we'll do @ and we'll do one for www. Okay. So, and remember, this is our load balancer's IP. So we should be able to access this website very soon. So right now, if I pop open an incognito browser, seems like it's still It's still not propagated yet. You can see over here, if I try to visit this domain, it still hasn't actually updated yet. And it might, like I said, it might take up to 40 hours. That's even what Namecheap also says as well. Seems like everything is good. So yeah, so now we have our domain. You can see that whenever I visit ansonfong.io, it goes here. So that's pretty much how you add a domain name to a custom cloud hosted service so that we can actually self-host applications. All right, so I'm going to end the video right here just because I want people who are, even if you're not here for the load balancing tutorial, I still want you to be able to at least understand how you can add a domain name. So I'm going to end the video right here. In the next video, we're going to go ahead and actually set up, what we're going to do is we're going to set up Let's Encrypt. So that way we can actually encrypt traffic through the load balancer, because right now none of that's happening. So that's going to be explicit to the load balancing tutorials. All right, so I will see you guys in my next video. Peace out.